Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Mawahib Private School, Mathematics Department. How are you, grade 1? I miss you and I hope all of you are fine. Today, inshallah, we are going to start in Unit 16, Lesson B. Our topic is about dividing by 5. In the previous lesson, we learned how to divide by 2, and today we are going to learn how to divide by 5. You can follow this topic in your pupils book, pages 184, 185, and 186. Division, dividing by 5. Let's read our objective for today. Today we are going to relate division to multiplication and to divide by 5 using sharing equally and grouping. Before we start our lesson for today and before we learn how to divide by 5, let's remember some of the concepts that we learned before. It will help us to divide by 5. The first concept is to count by 5. Do you know how to count by 5? It's time to start. Are you ready? Can you count in 5s? Start at 5 and count in 5s. Try to remember. Look at the rabbit. The rabbit is going to jump and add 5 more each time. Start. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I can hear you. You are counting in 5. 30, 35, 40, and 5 more, 45. Well done. Now let's recall and use multiplication facts for the timetable 5. This will help me later on to divide by 5. Are you ready? Do you know the multiplication table 5? Skip counting by 5 will help you to give answer to the following questions. Let's try it out. 2 multiplied by 5 equal what? Try to think. If you have 2 times 5, 2 groups of 5 equal what? Very good. 2 by 5 equal 10. Let's try one more. 6 multiplied by 5 equal what? Try to think. Use a skip counting and you can find the answer. I can help you. Open 6 fingers because we said 6 multiplied by 5. Now we will skip by 5, which means that on each finger we will have 5. Start to skip by 5 and you will find the answer. Very good. 6 multiplied by 5 equal 30. Let's try the last one. 4 multiplied by 5 equal what? Who can tell me how many fingers I'm going to open now? Very good. I will open 4 fingers, each finger equal to 5. Now start to skip by 5 and give the answer. You can do it by yourself. Very good. 4 by 5 equal 20. After we revised and we remembered skip counting by 5 and multiplication table 5, now let's start our lesson for today, and we are going to start with the relation between multiplication and division. I want you now to put your thinking cap and concentrate with me because we are going to use this multiplication sentence to write a division sentence. Let's read first what is this multiplication sentence that we have. 4 multiplied by 2 equal 8, which means that 4 groups of 2 equal 8. Look at this picture. I have 4 groups of 2 birds in each equal how many birds in all? 8. How can I write a division sentence about this picture? How many birds we have? Very good. We have 8. If I divide the 8 into 4 equal groups, how many in each group? I have 2 in each group. So I can say 8 divided by 4 equal 2. Because if I have 8, I divide them into 4 equal groups, I will have 2 in each group. Or I can say it in another way. I can say, if I have 8 birds, I group them into groups of 2. How many groups do I have? Look at the picture. How many groups? 4. So 8 divided by 2 equal 4. If I have 8 and I group them into groups of 2, I will have 4 groups. As you can see in the picture, I have a relation between multiplication and division. Multiplication will help me to answer a division sentence. Division sentence versus multiplication sentence. Now let's recognize how we can write a division sentence and a multiplication sentence. Look at this model. We have here some counters and they are divided into groups. So let me start with the division sentence. 15 divided by 3 equal 5. Let's have a look on each number and we understand it refers to what. The first number 15. 15 refers to the total number of counters. So in a division sentence, I start with the total number. 15 divided by 3. 3 is the number of groups. How many groups I will divide the 15 between them? 3 groups. Equal 5. 5 is the number in each group. When I divide the 15 into 3 equal groups, I have 5 in each group. So in a division sentence, I start with the total number divided by the number of groups equal how many in each group. Now let's have a look on the multiplication sentence. I can write 3 multiplied by 5 equal 15. Let's now recognize each number. 3 is the number of groups. Multiply by 5, which is the number in each group, equal 15. 15 is the total number of counters. So in multiplication, we write the number of groups multiplied by the number in each group equal the total number. This is how we write the multiplication sentence. Now I want you, grade 1, to get ready with your book. Open your pupil's book, page 184, so you can follow the following examples from your pupil's book. Let's learn together. Example number 1 from your pupil's book, page 184. Put 15 lollipops equally into 5 groups. How many lollipops are there in each group? So we have the total number is 15. We are going to put them equally into 5 groups. So 15 divided by 5. And what we need to find? We need to find how many lollipops are there in each group. Look at the boy. He is saying, make 5 equal groups. We make 5 equal groups. Now, how many in each group? Very good. We have 3 in each group. But how can I write a multiplication sentence and a division sentence about this picture? I will show you. First, we have 5 groups of lollipops and we have in each group 3. So we can say 5 groups of 3 or 5 multiplied by 3 equal 15. And how can I write division sentence? I will start with the total number 15 divided by how many groups? 5 equal 3. So I have 3 in each group. When I divide the 15 between 5 equal groups, I will have 3 in each group. Example number 2 from your pupils book, page 184. Let's read the example. Put 30 cookies into groups of 5. How many groups of cookies are there? We learned before that we can do division by sharing equally or by grouping. At this time we are going to use grouping because I said put 30 cookies into groups of 5. So we are going to make groups of 5. Now how many groups of cookies are there? Start to count the groups. Very good. We have 6 groups of cookies. In each group we have 5. So at this time, look at the division sentence. I start with the total number, which is 30, divided by how many in each group? 5. Equal how many groups? 6. So let's write now a multiplication sentence. I will show you how we can write a multiplication sentence about this picture. We have 6 groups of 5 cookies in each, equal how many in all? 30. So 6 multiplied by 5 equal 30. If you skip by 5 here, we have 30 cookies. Now, if I will write a division sentence, I will start with the total number. What is the total number? Very good, 30 divided by, at this time I make groups of 5, so I will divide it by 5, equal how many groups we have? We have 6 groups, so there are 6 groups of cookies. It's time to practice. Question number 1, page 185. Let's read the question. Share 20 erasers equally among 5 children. How many erasers does each child get? Look at the erasers here. It's easy to make 5 equal groups. Now hold your pencil and make 5 equal groups for the 5 children. I will start with you. Now I made 5 equal groups. How many in each group now? Very good. I have 4 in each group. So 20 erasers divided by 5 equal 4. And each child gets how many erasers? Very good. 4 erasers. Well done. Question number 2, page 186. Put 40 marbles into groups of 5. At this time, we are going to use grouping. We are going to make groups of 5. How many marbles we have? We have 40 marbles. Then we will find how many groups of marbles are there. So now start with your pencil and make groups of 5. Each 5 marbles, put them together in one group. I will start with you. This is the first group. One more. Count the marbles and put them in groups of 5. Now I finished grouping the marbles. Did you finish? Now start to count how many groups of marbles are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when I have 40 marbles and I group them in groups of 5, how many groups I have? 8 groups. So now 40 divided by 5 equal how many? Very good, equal 8. So I have 8 groups of marbles. I finished my lesson and now it's your turn. Look at these groups of muffins. I have here 4 equal groups of 5 muffins in each. Now what I want from you, write a division number sentence and a multiplication number sentence about these groups of muffins. We learned how to write a division sentence starting with the total number, and we learned how to write a multiplication sentence. So I want you to try to do it by yourself. Look at the groups of muffin. We have 4 groups of 5 muffins in each. So you can write easily the multiplication sentence. And if you count here by 5, you can find the total number and write a division sentence. Thank you, grade 1. I hope you enjoyed our lesson for today. Thank you, parents, for your cooperation. See you in the next video, inshallah.